Hi everyone, my name is Natasya. Albert Hubbard once said, "One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men, but no machine can do the work of one extraordinary man." Curious how big cooperatives like REWE Group manage their human resource and organization structure? Let's watch our presentation video.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 5, and today we are going to present about cooperative organizational structure and human resource management in REWE Group. Our group consists of myself, Almira, Tertia, and my friends Jesslyn and Natasya Budiono. First, we are going to talk about brief history and introduction to REWE Group. In 1927, 17 purchasing cooperatives joined forces and founded the Revisionsverband der Westkaufgenossenschaften, or Western Buying Cooperative Auditing Associations, or REWE for short, with the goal of collectively organizing the purchase of food. Today, the cooperative has an international presence and enjoys success in both the retail and tourism sectors, with over 380,000 employees in 21 European countries. As a cooperative with a history dating back more than 90 years, REWE stated that they are committed to safeguarding a sustainable futures. REWE Group is a German diversified retail and tourism cooperative group based in Cologne, Germany. The basis of the cooperative trade group consists of a network of independent retailers. As one of Europe's leading retail and tourism group, REWE Group is a constant companion in its customers' life when they visit a supermarket or order food online, plan their next holiday, or purchase DIY products and gardening supplies. The REWE Group is an international retail and tourism group. As we see here in the left, it consists of two independent corporate groups with the parents, REWE Central Finance Cologne and REWE Central Aktiengesellschaft Cologne. And as we've seen here on the right, the REWE Group operates in various business segments, which are divided into divisions and segments. These are the business segments. There are Retail Germany, Retail International, Convenience, DIY Store, Travel and Tourism, and other. This slide will be explained by my friends.
Co-working, co-decision-making, and co-responsibility are the key concepts that characterize the resulting culture reflected in the organization of REWE. So within this culture, individual retailers are the heart of the cooperative, as the retailers are the active part of the management structure of REWE and are the important drivers of innovation that continually create competitive advantages for those in the cooperative. With over 1,800 active retailers and 5 regional REWE cooperatives, the retailers are involved in an important decision-making process, whether directly or indirectly, as they can choose to join a range of committees, serve as experts in the team's expert retailers, and work or take decisions in projects that can bring benefit for them, such as utilizing the experience and platforms given by the cooperative to adapt it to their own use, shape their own business beyond their own store, and take on responsibility to benefit the entire community. So these are the examples of projects that the retailers contribute their expertise to bring benefit to the community. So the first one is the pickup service that Michael Frick launched and is now being rolled out nationally in Germany. The second one is the regional delivery service, which is now being multiplied in a 2.0 version and is optimized with the expertise that REWE Digital developed in recent years. Another current project is the Smart Shopping, which is an effort made by REWE management and retailers in developing and testing solutions to how the digitalization can help in making in-store shopping easier for the customers.
A strong business needs a strong works council. While this cannot be taken for granted in the retail sectors, it is firm conviction here at REWE. REWE Marked or Penny Marked Central Works Council is made up of 18 members elected by the 9 Works Council regions and represent more than 100,000 employees from REWE sales, logistic, and administrative divisions. REWE's cooperative spirit and one of the REWE group's core values are again demonstrated here in REWE independent actions, always for the collective good of the communities. REWE has the executive board, management board, and also the board of directors. The executive boards manage the company on its own responsibilities and the company's interests. For example, taking into account the interests of the shareholders, its employees, and other groups associated with the company or stakeholders with the aim of sustainable value creations. The management board develops the company's strategic directions, coordinates it with the supervisory board, and ensures that it is implemented. And also, management board is responsible for ensuring compliance with the statutory provisions and the company's internal guidelines. And REWE Groups also has the board of directors who ensures appropriate risk management and risk control in the company. Next, what is forum they have to make the decisions? The forum is called annual general meeting, and who is present and has voting rights in that forums. So decisions that are fundamentally important for the company involve the supervisory board directly. The members of the supervisory board are elected by the shareholder at the annual general meetings. Germany has regulation in companies with more than 2,000 employees. The chairman of the supervisory board, who is almost always a representative of the shareholder, has a second vote, which decide the decision-making process. The shareholder representative elected by the shareholders itself and the employee representative are equally committed to the interests of the company. In principle, each share grants one vote. The management board submits the annual financial statement, the management report, the consolidated financial statement, and the group management report to the general meetings. It also decides the appropriation or profits and the discharge of the management board and supervisory board, and generally elects the shareholder representative on the supervisory board and the auditors. In addition, the annual general meeting decides on the article of associations and the object of the company, on amendments to the articles of associations and important business measures such as company agreements and conversion and so on. So it can decide on the approval of the remuneration system for the members of the management board. The general meeting of shareholder is convened by the management board at least once a year, stating the agenda. And also, the company should make it easier for shareholders to exercise their right personally and to represent them by voting rights. So, and then also we can see at a glance this risk management organigram at a glance, and risks are monitored by corporate governance and compliance departments, finance, business administration, and taxes departments. Thank you.
So currently, there are 4 experienced top executives that is in the management board. Each one of them handles different areas of responsibilities. For example, Lionel Sok, the Chief Executive Officer, is responsible in retail, Lakerland, independent retail and cooperative, REWE Digital, auditing, corporate affairs, executive development, and Cooperative. On the other hand, the Deputy Chief Executive Officer is responsible in trade, international, and IT systems. The other 2 members, Christian Milch and Soren Hartmann, are responsible in finance, business administration, taxes, controlling, merger and acquisition, national specialist stores, and tourism. So to oversee the management board performance, there are the supervisory board, which comprise of 20 members, where there are 10 independent REWE retailers and 10 employee representatives.
everyone, my name is Natasya Budiono. So now I'm going to discuss about the vision and mission of REWE and how they create their organization structure in order to implement those vision and mission. So the mission of REWE is the best performance for customers, retailers, and employees. And REWE Group vision is the best performance for customers, retailers, and employees, and develop alternative tailored to the needs of the respective sales line. The REWE Group core components, their vision, mission, core values, and maxims, reinforce the group common identity while strengthening long-term solidarity of every part of the business, including employees and retailers united under the REWE Group umbrella. There are 5 divisions in REWE. Here are the organization structure for management. Here are for finance and marketing department. And lastly, this is for HR and IT department. So based on that organization chart, I combine all that into a bigger organization right here. So REWE Group organization chart represents a recognition of the cooperative structures. It relies on independent entrepreneurial responsibility, free entrepreneurship, and the combined power of plurality. REWE Group have 4 pillars on determining their organizational structure based on basic cooperative principles and referring to German corporate governance codex, which are transparency and stability in the ownership structure. The majority of relationship in favor of independent retailers and REWE are clear and transparent. Composition of the supervisory board are made of business people. The company is convinced that a supervisory board made of business people is the ideal composition for REWE Group. It ensures specialist expertise together with sustainability. Consistency and sustainability in the bylaws and rules of procedure. REWE Group corporate governance is anchored in a set of bylaws and rules of procedures that are internally consistent, as legally modern as possible and suited to the demands of the bylaws. Clear rules for communication and information between the supervisory board and the management board. The greatest possible room for entrepreneurial maneuver from the management board is an indispensable precondition and guarantee for the success of the group. REWE Group have more than 3,000 employees. Since one person couldn't keep track of thousands of workers, the top managers need many lower managers to help. Some of the organizations have dozen or more layers of the management between the CEO and lowest level employees. But REWE doesn't really have a lot of layers, because in doing so, if the employees want to introduce work changes, they ask their supervisor, the first level of management, who asks his or her manager, who asks a manager at the next level up, and so on. So it can take weeks or months for a decision to be made and pass from manager to manager until it reaches employees. REWE, following their vision and mission statement, let employees make decisions in order to please customers. So they adopted this approach to win more customers from competitors. With these principles in organizing their organizational structure, REWE Cooperative implement their mission, which is to give the best performance for their customers, retailers, and employees. Our group didn't find any information related to a policy advocacy division in the organization chart, but we do find information about the policy team. So this team will help REWE implement their group vision and mission, because effective advocacy will build their capacity to achieve greatest good for the greatest number of people. Engaging in policy advocacy can also raise awareness of the organization mission, mobilize their constituents, and attract positive media attention. Each year, REWE will also have a general meeting to discuss the highly strategic decisions that they have, including establishing articles of associations and budget, and general policy in the field of organization, management, and business cooperation. They also need to organize elections, consideration, freezing of management and supervisors, determine work plan, budget plan for cooperative income and expenditures, as well as approving financial statement presented by the management board, approving accountability report of the management and supervisors in carrying out their duties, determine remaining operating result distribution, and make decisions on mergers, consolidation, and dissolution. So I think that's all for our presentation, and I would like to represent my fellow group mates to thank Ma'am Dewi for the opportunity to present and the feedback on our PowerPoint. We're sorry if there are any mistakes during the presentation, and we hope that this will be useful learning material for all of us. Thank you for listening, and here are our reference link.